WWE has become one of the biggest forms of sports entertainment nowadays, and while this is the biggest name in the industry, it is only fair to assume that the wrestlers are also amongst the highest paid. Let's talk about it in today's video, and see the big mansions owned by them. Vince McMahon. Who else but the boss himself is a better person to begin with? One should have known from the beginning that Vince McMahon would want to have his house bigger and better than anyone else's, and this enormous property in Greenwich, Connecticut surely does not disappoint. A large driveway leads up to Vince's property, which also features substantial grounds, a pool, and a conservatory. The property has at least 7 bedrooms and spans 3 stories. It is very likely that the price of the property will be several million dollars. This is not an issue for Vince at all, as he was recognized by Forbes magazine as a true billionaire, and he has owned this property for a very significant amount of time. Famously, when he first came to the neighborhood, he thought the other residents to be condescending towards his wrestling profile. This in turn motivated him to portray the Hunter Harris Helmsley character, since Vince also owns the estate next door to this one as part of the McMahon family dwellings. The neighbors had probably become used to seeing him at this point. Bill Goldberg. When Bill Goldberg moved back to the West Coast in the spring of 2001, he made his home in Bonsall, which is located outside of San Diego, and is designed in the Mediterranean style. The large Californian estate that belonged to Goldberg is situated on 18 acres of ground and has a sizable swimming pool. It does not appear that Goldberg will be returning to WWE anytime soon, especially if he has a place as nice as this to call home. Instead of traveling the world to make appearances in other professional wrestling promotions, this mansion offers Goldberg a nice retreat from the persistent and widespread rumors of a WWE comeback. The fact is that Goldberg chose to put his mansion on the West Coast makes it more convenient for him to travel in the mixed martial arts matches he most enjoys watching in Las Vegas. Rey Mysterio. As one of the most successful WWE merchandise sellers over the past decade, with a reported 4% cut of takings, and as the recipient of a hefty downside guarantee of close to $1 million annually, Rey Mysterio is in a position to be able to enjoy this California mansion without breaking the bank. The property itself appears to be a fairly awesome size this year, which will result in the star having even more time to enjoy his pool in the near future. Mike Mizahin. Former WWE champion Mike Mizahin is just one of many WWE superstars currently basking in the California heat with his beautiful wife Marissa. This fact that the couple dwells in Hollywood, which is quite suitable given Mizahin's WWE character as a major participant in the Hollywood scene, is a perfect fit. Before The Miz moved into his current home in Hollywood with his wife, his first residence in Los Angeles was Condominium, located not too far from the famous Hollywood sign, which was visible from the rooftop of the building. Even more Miz-related memorabilia, like action dolls of himself and DVDs all over his television appearances, were stored in the home's party room, which is designated specifically for that purpose. Big Show. Not satisfied with just having one huge house in Florida, Big Show now has 2 large estates. He bought the home in Miami in 2007 and has a total living space of 9,589 square feet. The price tag comes up to $3.7 million, but when you take into account that Paul White has had contract for $1 million guaranteed ever since he made his debut in 1995, he has more than enough money to meet the expenses. The other property that belongs to Big Show was acquired in 2001 by his close friend Mark "The Undertaker" Calloway. It comes with its own boat dock and swimming pool, and considering that it was large enough to accommodate The Undertaker, Show is undoubtedly pleased to discover that he has more space than he can possibly require. In the terms of location, it is very evident that the behemoth adores Florida. The location has been favored by prominent figures in the industry, and it's easy to see why. Yeah, that's all for today's episode. Also, if you liked the video, be sure to click the thumbs up button. And if you're looking for more interesting content, then hit the subscribe button for future updates.